welcome to this short video. We're going to be working on mobility of the hips, so there'll be a few clams, oysters, single leg circles. Have a little warm up before you join me, and then when you're ready, lay down on your mat and set up a nice comfy position in neutral spine. So tuck your chin down, have your rib cage against the mat and your arms. Observe the natural curve in your lower spine. Your legs bent 90 degrees, perhaps slightly smaller, and your feet flat on the floor. Start to scoop and hollow. So as you breathe out, scoop your belly button to your spine and release 2/3 as you breathe in. So just get that sense of tightness in your powerhouse, that stability, and then check that you're not squeezing across your chest and you're keeping your feet and legs still. Our first exercise, I want you to put your hands then onto your hips and pubic bone. Rest the arm against your mat, and then simply as you breathe in, open the legs. As soon as you feel any lift of your pubic bone or your hips, stop. As you zip up, you can feel that squeeze under your hands. You bring your legs back to where you started. And all that movement in the hips and the legs, but with no movement in your spine. So you're stabilising with your powerhouse. Brilliant. Out. And then we come in. Go with one more. Easing out and then squeezing in. Let's try it at tabletop. Of course, if you prefer, you stay with the legs on the floor. At tabletop, the feet are now moving with the knees. You're still absolutely stable and not moving through your pelvic area. The hands can go beside you, out, and then kind of notice you've got a bit more mobility one side than the other. Doesn't matter either way, just be aware as we move into the last one. Come up, have a little pause, maybe roll, whatever your body feels it needs to do. And then we'll do a little bit more mobility from tabletop position. If you're not comfortable with this, then go back to your leg openings. If not, popping the hands on the knees, slowly circle both legs from the hip, so you can just feel movement in your hip cup, and making sure that the knees remain facing the ceiling. And then again, the hands can come down. The circles are very small. Your back's holding neutral. And once we've completed the next one, we go in the opposite direction. Take a break between if you wish. Moving around without the knee twisting, parallel to the ceiling. Not squeezing your chest as we go into one more. Take a little hug, a little rock, your feet down one at a time and turn onto your side. Picking up your head, and we'll extend the legs forward. Bring that top leg up and do a very simple forward and back movement. So keeping the hips stacked, keeping the leg at the same height, easing it forward and back, breathing out as the leg comes forward, breathing in to stretch and go back. With the option then of stretching a tiny bit further back and maybe adding the lift of the ribs off of the mat. Brilliant. Oh, feels good, I hope. If it doesn't, take a break. We'll make the next one the last. There we go. Stretch back through the front of your hip. And then we'll bring the legs together. Pop the arm back down, flick the feet underneath. Keep those hips level, feet together, and lift the knee. And then scoop to come down. As you zip up, see if you can feel a little bit of tightening in your waist as well. So as though you're doing a belt up, squeeze of the tummy button, squeeze of the pelvic floor. Powerhouse working. And then we're going to alternate. We're going to leave the knee down and lift the foot. Put the foot down and lift the knee. Give yourself a rest if you need to. Avoid either of the movements if you'd rather. And stay nice and calm through your upper body. Open, close. Let's do one more. Open. And the last one. Up and down. Brilliant. In your own time, turn onto your back again. And we're going to go with our hip circles. And I suggest you start with the leg that's closest to me, because you've just been working the other leg. In your set-up position, bracing, not tightening. When you're next breathe out, bringing this leg to tabletop. And then start to circle it. We've done it with both legs, just this one leg, a little bit harder now. As that leg goes wide, squeeze your belly button so you're not rolling to your side, and then bring the leg across. The knee again is facing the ceiling, and there's absolutely no movement anywhere other than in your hip. You're not moving at your knee. So the same action that we did earlier, but with one leg, not tightening in your chest. And then we can go in the opposite direction. So cross to the centre, away, out and towards you. Circling round. Perfect control. Finish this, have a little pause, maybe stretch your other leg, see how that feels. then we're going back to our hip circles, but we're going to extend the leg we're circling and then extend the other leg. So start with the foot on the floor and the leg stretched. Get as much stretch through here as possible. If you don't like that, then return to the bent leg. The same circle, but this time it's the foot circling the ceiling. And you don't need to make it any bigger in your hip. If you do, you're likely to move in your pelvis, and we don't want that. If you've got a new hip, rather than circle and take the foot across, you could do more of a D shape than a circle, capital D, or a semicircle. Pause at the start position, see if you can extend the other leg and continue again. If you want to put a hand on the hip to check that it's not moving, then you can do so. So the leg is stretched and the movement is around in a circle. You can make it slightly larger, but not at the expense of the hips. And then finally go in the opposite direction, circling round, reaching that foot up to the ceiling, as still as you can. Getting a nice stretch in the leg, a sort of movement in your hip. Ooh, just the one more. Round. Last one. Around. And you can bring both legs in this time. Roll, circle, rock, whatever. Pop your feet down, turn onto your side, and then upend and lay the other way round. Now we've got to do it on the other side. Swivel around. Turn onto your back. And we'll begin with bent leg, hip circles. Slowly lift and engage. Bring that knee up. No, I'm so sorry, we're going onto our side. Did I look a bit blank? That was why I'm trying to remember. Oh, coming up, head in hands. Until it's shot live, feet under the hips. Look to the front and it's the clam. Open. And then we'll do our leg kick and close. So the feet together, the hips don't roll. I'm a bit fuzzy as well today. I'm not sure what's happened to my screen. I've given it a good wipe, but it's a bit foggy, isn't it? Up. Apologies. And down. Maybe it's better. Can't see my face so much. Up and down. After this one, we alternate. The knees come together and then the foot lifts. If you're uncomfy here, you could have it down here, up and down, up. Lovely. Here's the last one. Break. Then stretch the legs forward. We'll have the head up for this one if you can. Put the other hand here. The movement of the leg forward and back. This bottom leg is forward. You can't. Can you see that would be straight? So that's forward. and the top leg forward and back, keeping that bottom leg forward to help with stability, flexing your foot, coming in front and pointing it, going back, and then with that added stretch through and lift of the side as you go back. Super. And then move forward. And hopefully you can feel the muscle getting longer. Maybe this leg feels a bit tired, it's done its hip circles. It's only got one more left to do. Oh, come on, one more for luck. Have you added the lift of your side? Doesn't matter if you haven't. And then the legs back together. Amazing. Now we go on to our back, and we're going to again work the leg closest to the camera, or to me. Find your position, and then bring the leg to tabletop. Knee parallel to the ceiling, and you're ready to make those small circles. Checking that there's no squeeze anywhere else, that the pelvis remains still, the hip bones facing up to the ceiling the whole time. Lovely. And then taking the circles back the other way. Still breathe out as the leg goes wide, and breathe in as it goes across. Breathe it out as it goes wide, and in as it comes across. Amazing. Finish this one. Bring the knee in and stretch out the other leg. Just hug it tight. And we're ready for that final straight leg circle. So stretch through, out on your out breath and across on your in, a semicircle rather than a full circle if you know you're not meant to take the leg across the body. Keep it long, keep still everywhere else, keep relaxed in the chest. And then we can stretch the other leg, continue with the circles. That's it. Then go the other way, around and towards you, moving the foot in a controlled circle on the ceiling. Stretch still through the chest. Squeeze as you bring that leg across. Once more. And now bring the knee and the other knee in. It's time to circle both knees on the ceiling. Lovely. And that's this video completes. Safely come to to standing onto your side, and then up. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do another video if you feel you can, or repeat this one, or enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon. Bye bye.